Hey, yo.
Sup, guys? How's it going? We're gonna go and jump on this right now. So see you in a bit. I got a video clip for you, and that's the intro. So, boop.
The Transformers, more than meets the eye.
Are you the key master?
You can tell by the way I use my walk. I'm a woman's man. No time to talk.
As if.
Hey guys, this is Christy. How's it going? It is the show today. I was sick, basically, on after Comic-Con, so I'm still kind of a little bit beat up, but I'm overall okay. Got over most of it. Still kind of stuffy, as you could probably hear it in my voice, but not a big deal. So I'm going to show you a couple things coming up. Asian Invasion is this weekend in Oakland. So at the Made Museum, it's the Museum of, I think it's like Museum of Digital Arts. Let me think. Let me double check because Christy is kind of forgetful at this point. So we're looking at the Made. It is at goddamn. There's a lot of shit at the Museum of Art and Digital Entertainment. So Museum of Art and Digital Entertainment. It's very simple to remember, but I forget. And that will be on 8/5 and 8/6. We will be in there, and it's $10 for an Eventbrite and $20 at the door for non-members of the Made. So there's that, and then we have another one called from Atrocity Press, Max DeVille, our very own Atrocity Press, and we're gonna have Hart Fisher, me, and Lucifer Storm at 10 on August 10th. Next Thursday at 12 Central, but 1 p.m. Eastern and 6 p.m. GMT. So I think that's like 10 a.m. my time and Pacific. So double check and reference that. And yeah, so we got that going. Anyway, I hope all is well. I'm going to go and start opening it up. I'm still kind of a little bit under the weather, so do pardon me, guys, if I'm a little out of it. I've invited Q and I've invited a couple of other people, so hopefully they can come. They're either going to come in later or tomorrow, or later or today, later or now. And yeah, so that too. I'm just tired. Oh, Q's here. Hang on, Q. Let me get to you in a minute. Word up, Q. How's it going?
Hey, Demon Chicken.
There you go, man. Yeah, I'm still beat up, man, from fucking like that shit. I will say that. From
Damn.
well, I had that cold. Some people had a respiratory, like some people got COVID, but other people got like a respiratory thing. Like with me, I got it, but I think there was like um, probably some wildfires 40 minutes north. So there's that. So I'm going to draw to kind of warm up. I finished a lot of stuff, so that's
Mm-hmm.
good. I do have a Kickstarter coming up soon. On let's see here, we're looking at this. As I said, I'm still a bit slow in the uptake because I'm still kind of fucked up. But my
Mm-hmm.
Kickstarter is going to show up 9/12. It's called I Hate You All. So I'm going to put this on here too. So, like,
9/12. That's 12th of September, right? I
yep.
mean, yeah. Okay, that's that's pretty decent.
So there you go, 9/12. So sign up, get ready for that. And I'm going to go start drawing stuff too. I feel kind of a little
That's
bit
good.
fuzzy right now, as I said. Hopefully, I can go in for the whole 2 hours. If not, I'll probably do it for not that much, for probably an hour. But I'll start drawing stuff.
Okay.
Anyway, how's it going with you, man?
Whew. Busy as usual, but the weather is really this and that. First, we got this morning we had rain. Then this afternoon we have a nice breezy, sunny afternoon, and then it got rain again.
Mm-hmm.
But other than that, I'm okay.
Mm, I understand that too. Isn't it like I think in the Netherlands they're doing something over there? I'm trying to remember what was going on.
Okay, there's many things. For example, um, there's there's lots of things going on. For example, I'll give an example. There's the female World Cup. That's
Oh
point
yeah, the
one.
Women's World Cup. Yeah.
That's point one. Point two. That's what was it in this this coming August or somewhere in between August or September? There's the a European Paralympics champion.
Nice.
Hmm. Lots and lots of crazy activities, but a good one.
Yeah, yeah. No, it's been kind of crazy on my end. Like, I've got Asian invasion, but I have to meet up and have people take a look at my automobile. So it's
There's
not
something wrong
anything
with your
serious.
ride?
It's just a pain in the ass. Huh?
Something wrong with your ride?
Nothing really. It's just maintenance stuff. But it's like I was supposed to get it done today, or I thought it was going to be done
Mhm.
today, but it's not. And it was like this stupid shit of like not communicating or whatever. So yeah, been one of those
Okay.
things. I'm like also seeing.
What's the thing called? I think it's a maybe it's just a regular cat checkup. It's just a regular cat checkup.
Oh yeah, that's pretty good.
Hmm.
Yeah, I'm playing other stuff in the background because I'm getting back into drawing because I started drawing again and I kind of like let some things happen, but I'm just like, I'm just tired now. So honestly, I'm pretty tired. This thing has been kind of annoying because it's like, with respiratory shit, you actually kind of end up like not breathing very well. I mean, it's not like I'm in any danger, but it's just more of like, and it's all stuffed up. That's what I hate. So I went to the
Oh,
acupuncturist. I mean, I've been taking meds to help with it, but still, it's been a bitch.
dang it.
Yeah,
And
it's a
let me
pain.
guess, are people smoking some cigarettes or weeds all over the place, or no,
No, no. I
not that
mean,
much?
in California, you can't smoke inside. You can't smoke inside, so it's not any of that. No, but there were
That's good.
wildfires like 40 minutes north of where
Oh,
San Diego was, so that kind of messed with me.
mm-hmm.
And I think it's just the air conditioning and the dry air kind of messed me up.
Damn. So
I mean,
there's a
I'm not.
wildfire in there's a wildfire in somewhere in San Diego.
No, no, 40 minutes north. 40 minutes to an hour north.
Let me Ooh, sounds like shitbird did something effed up.
What, she farted? Did
Yeah,
it have particulate?
combination of farting and a lighter.
Well, she had it's probably particulates in the air or something. But I will say this, it kind of sucks because you're like, oh, I'm stuffed up, and then when I take a nap,
Mm. Oh yeah.
yeah, I'm just like wanting to sleep right now. As I said, it's just been kind of a pain in the ass, and I'm sort of not happy with it. That's all.
Hmm.
I might take a nap after this because it's just like it's been crazy the last few days.
Hmm.
Also, I'm waiting for some shipping thing to update so I can forward it to somebody. Ugh, just tired. But anyway, so other than that, anything new with drawing for you?
Anything new drawing for me? Just let's say finishing the what's the thing? Finishing the sketch point for this episode for this long ass episode.
Oh yeah.
Hmm. The funny part is I made a Chrome version of Tadpole.
Mm. Oh, that's funny.
Hmm.
Crom version of Tadpole. Who's? Oh, the Crom version of like Vic. Vic said he just got out of school. I said, I thought your ass got thrown out of school.
Wait, why? He's on vacation or so?
I guess so.
I hope so. I mean, it's technically vacation season.
Right. Ooh.
How are the cats?
Oh, they're good. Just been kind of tired a little bit, but yeah.
Hmm.
I mean, it's like they're just running around doing stupid shit, so you know how they are. So there you go. So I got some new pens here, if you've noticed. So I'm kind of working with the new pens. Yeah.
A digital pen, right?
Oh yeah. I like regular pens, but sometimes it can be kind of annoying. But remember these old school pens that were felty and stuff?
Oh yeah.
They're actually really
Sometimes
cool.
blue, sometimes green, sometimes red.
Yeah, right. These were the ones with a bit of a felt ball on the bottom.
Yep. And also there's a multiple pens in one pen. Multiple color pens in one pen.
Yeah, this isn't it, but these were the old school ones that I grew up with, kind of thing.
Oh yeah. So what you drawing, see?
I don't know. I'm just drawing a picture, probably of me, because generally that's how it is,
A self-portrait, I say.
right?
Looking good.
I mean, it's not out of vanity. It just ends up being that way. You know how it is.
Uh-huh.
So yeah, like when people see like drawings, they're like, "Oh, that's really pretty when you draw it," and like, not really. That's my thing.
That
I
reminds
did
me also
ask.
one of my buddies.
Go on, sorry.
Sorry, it reminds me of one of my buddies who um I know her from my art academy, and every time when someone take a picture, she always gives a straight face, a serious tone. But the moment she smiled, a lot of people look at it and go, "Oh, that's a cute smile. That's a really cute smile. Such adorable smile." But her stepdad looked at it and go, "You're high." That's it's just
Right?
fucking weak.
Fucking hell. That's hilarious,
Yeah. That's funny.
right? I'm also looking up some stuff too.
Okay. How things going in LA besides the
It's really
fire?
good. It's like hot. I'll say that.
Mhm. We could trade. I mean, it's windy. Yes, it's
Oh, it's
windy and
windy,
rain here, so I could give it to you.
windy and cold, huh?
Not that cold. It's just a little nippy. It's almost as if it's summer. I mean, it's almost as if autumn just showed up.
Hmm. Yeah, I know what you mean on that.
Hmm.
Yeah, I just want to take a relaxer. It's good.
Will there be also lunch hour next week?
Next week I think, yeah, I'll have lunch hour then too.
Oh, or right after the what's the thing called? Right after the Asian invasion thing.
Yeah, I'll be back before Wednesday, and then I'll be back on resuming Wednesday. But there's like some other things that I have to do that probably I won't be available on Wednesday, but I don't know off the top of my head, and I don't know if I'll have jury duty. because they're asking me to report in at least for jury duty. So I'll see how that works out too. I should be okay, but you know.
Ooh, jury duty. I didn't know
Yeah,
you
it's what
did
we
jury
have to
duty.
do. Like either like every 2 or 3 years and stuff. Like if you're registered to vote, you will be enrolled in jury duty unless like you have other extraneous. I don't forget which one, but I know. I don't think you can be a convicted felon. Obviously, I'm not that, but you get what I mean.
Mm-hmm. So basically, the people's court.
Yeah, kind of. That's more civil court. There's not really any juries for civil court, like civil things. Generally, it's usually criminal or litigation. I think they do it. Now it depends on what it is. I mean, I'm not going to say, oh, it's all, but if it's like small claims court, no, you don't. There's not usually a jury. It's just between you and the plaintiff, and you. It's like usually the defendant, the plaintiff, and something else.
Yeah.
I don't know if I like this pen for it. Sometimes I like to fuck with other pens to see if I like it. I mean, with certain things I'm very good at, but there are other things I'm not really fond about.
Mm-mm.
But anyway, yeah. Oh, my viewership.
Must,
Hopefully Prismatics can
must be
jump on in.
Uh-huh. Let's see.
Just looking at.
Oh, it's only 2 days. Okay.
For
Two
what?
days. For Asian invasion.
Right. Isn't that kind of weird?
Mm-hmm. Might as well call it Asian invasion weekend.
Mm-hmm. I know it's kind of weird. It's like a much more formal organization thing. So I'm just kind of like, okay, well that's good. So we do that. Let's go and do this. Also watching some shit in the background. I've just been kind of out of energy. I did spend this whole week like recovering from San Diego Comic Con too. I mean, it actually wasn't like so hard, but it was pretty
No.
good. But it was a lot
Sad.
of work. But I think just getting sick sucked. So I'm kind of getting some water boiled so I can go and get some bone broth in me. Kind of, you know, build myself up.
Mm-hmm. Ox flavor, right?
There's like, well, in America, like they have different kinds. There's obviously the beef and chicken, right? Because you know, but but they put other flavors sometimes into it, not just the stock flavor.
Okay.
I made up some of my own bone broth because I'm all achy and shit. So I think my body's been kind of like.
Oh, that looks nice.
Yeah, I like this pen a lot more. This nib I
Uh-huh.
like. I don't know what they call this nib, but it's good.
Reminds me of a demon hunter. Demon huntress.
Oh, it's not that one. My mom was also checking because I'm going to go to go up to Asian Invasion. That's where where my parents live, so it's like there's that.
Okay. So how many times per year it's the Asian invasion? Or was it once a
Well, we did it 3
year,
times
twice a
now,
year,
but it's going to be twice.
twice a year?
Yeah,
That's cool.
yeah.
Asian invasion.
Yeah, right. And it has the skull. It's kind of a joke on the Punisher skull, but I felt like doing
Oh
it.
yeah,
Yeah.
like Ink's skull butthole.
Yeah, they say it's more of an alien butthole, but it's a skull butthole. And I've shown people pictures where she's looking back like her ass is like a asshole there.
Ink.
I go, ink, ink. I think she hissed at you, right?
Yeah, she
She's a
did.
bitch. Yeah,
But hey,
it's not because Quentin is fucked up. It's because she's a bitch.
mhm.
Like Philip came over to my
Keep-
house with his
uh-huh.
wife, and he was like going. She kept like trying to come around him, and he's like going. She like went at him. He said, "I don't want to fucking deal with you."
Mm. But Spam is a chill cat, minding his
Yeah,
own business. She's
he
really
kind of
chill.
he goes and he like hissed at her, but that's because when he had enough of her shit. But it's funny
Mm.
because when one time Dallas picked him up and he hissed at him,
Mhm.
but it wasn't like particularly mean. It was just like that, like I'm over it, and then so it's funny like Dallas put him down and he just like
Mhm.
fucked around for 5 minutes, and then Dallas picked him up again and he's like, all right, whatever, he doesn't care.
So Ink can do the hisses really loud, but for Spam it's like he.
She has more anger about it. I think she's more of a cunt about it. She's like more mean about it. She's like that, and it's like Jesus, bitch, calm down.
Need a catnip.
Let me get some Diet Coke in me. Excuse me.
I
If people wonder where the fuck I keep my drinks here, dude. All my drinks
yummy.
here. Uh, but it's been good.
Mhm.
Did I fucking? Oh, I didn't. My shit didn't slosh up. Because sometimes it'll get cold and it'll get kind of slushy.
Oh yeah, classic. I remember the first time I tried, what was it, the Dr. Pepper, but with a flavor of some vanilla, some coffee version of Dr. Pepper.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I think it was a coffee version of Dr. Pepper. I go, what the fuck? Okay, and just a little sip of it. And go, it's it's like someone put some coffee in Dr. Pepper.
Yeah, they sometimes do that. Like, there's also like in some areas of the U.S. they'll do hot Dr Pepper, like when it's cold. I've never tried it, but I heard it's good. There's sometimes they do it in Pasadena out here.
What? Hot Dr. Pepper.
Right?
Spicy Dr. Pepper. Oh, I just heard the beep.
Oh,
The
you know
beep.
what that is?
It's Egg Lady backing up.
That last picture that I had of her, that I drew of her, was really huge, wasn't it?
Yep. As big as an elephant seal.
Oh, it's getting louder. Holy shit! It must be a really huge, wide load.
With a huge tattoo sticker saying wide load.
Oh, that bitch don't have tattoos. If she does, she has a shitty decal.
Mm.
I mean, she goes inside the Mac store to get a free makeover, and that's how she got married. She just got like fucking all these sample makeups on her from Mac.
Team Potato.
Uh-huh.
Team Potato, more like Team Lard. Oh.
Hey, it's like
One thing for sure, I what was it? I encountered with the first time I encountered with a bucket of lard when when I used to work at public aquarium. We used to collect all those buckets, but these empty buckets are coming from a local bakery, and
Hey,
And the
Clara.
funny part is,
Sorry. Sorry, I just said, hey, Clara, what's up? It's a top off, girl. I will. Sorry to interrupt you, Q.
no problem.
Clara, you sound familiar. Where did I get you from? So, sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you. I apologize.
It's okay.
Team Potato
Timothy
with
Olsen.
their Spud McKenzie, Timothy Olsen. Sorry, go on.
So I thought, what the heck is that weird looking substance? It's the first time I ever seen substance before. But then I realized we need to wash those buckets to make a brand new buckets. But the funny part is the only way to get rid of it is hot water.
Either that or like some insane degreasers like soap and shit.
Yeah. Yep. And also degreaser too.
Yeah, top off, let go. Hee hee.
Hands are all covered with those lard. It's like, God dang it, I can't dang it, that freaking lard.
Oh no, you didn't eat old lard, did you? Well, I think that would smell. Hey, noodle boy, you want to come over here, you ramen noodle fuck? Come here. He always jumps in my arms, and he didn't do it today. Come here.
No, I didn't eat that lard, Timothy. Nuh-uh.
No, he
Of
pulled
course
it.
not.
Come here. Want to jump in my
Just
arms?
washing. Hey, Spam.
Come here. Did you hear him meow? He's like, meow, meow.
Hey, Spam.
I think it smells bad. I think like with
Uh-huh.
egg lady, she smells like old chicken bouillon. I don't know
Oh,
what that would
yeah.
smell like, but I think it would just smell off. It wouldn't smell bad, but it would smell off. Like it
A
shouldn't.
really old chicken bouillon expired since what?
2013.
Last year. 2013, yeah.
That would be expired. Like it doesn't smell quite bad, but it smells off. You know, like oh, maybe I shouldn't ingest this shit.
And you pick up you're in the middle of cooking stuff. Oh, look, it's bouillon. You pick it up, the bouillon, you turn it over. It says expired since May 1989.
God, that would be way too old. Then it would be crusty. It would solidify into a mess. Ugh. Oh man. Oh, I'm just like, I guess I'm just sketching today. So if you guys like, I'm sorry if I'm like not totally energetic and everything, but I am here. So I gotta say that. But yeah.
So how you doing, Timothy?
A friend of mine has his aunt had a can of peaches that expired in 71 and he found it in 99. Do you fucking eat that shit? Kudos if you ate it or tasted it.
It's under the can of peaches that expired in 71, and he found it in 99.
God damn. That's like what? Almost 28 years, right?
Damn.
That's pretty bad.
Mm.
That's really bad. Ugh, I can't believe I have to pack later on. Oh, man. I mean, I'm
For this
mostly
weekend, right?
this weekend. It's this weekend.
Ew. Timothy Olsen. No, it had turned black and the syrup was gone.
Ew. Ew. And
Ew.
Tony once said, ew.
Ew.
Well, that actually is about right with canned fruit. That happens. There
Oh,
used to
yeah.
be this thing called reckless eating, and they would eat all
Mhm.
sorts of shit. And like one of the
Mhm.
things they ate was like hot dogs. It was like expired clams and juice. And then they like, I think he opened it. And he just smelled it, and he's like, and he says, "Man, that smells like hot dogs." And the guy smelled it. It's like bad hot dogs. It's like bad hot dogs. Oh man,
Bad hot dog. Bad hot dog.
I like hot dogs, but they have to be good. They can't be shitty hot dogs. I hate shitty hot dogs.
Oh, yeah.
Shitty hot dogs are nasty.
Yeah, some hot dogs are okay, and some of the hot dogs are nuh-uh. And In some particular stores, it comes in many different variety of type of meat flavors. It can be the old
Like
school hot dog, which is mostly made out of pork.
yeah, see, like seriously, the American hot dog can be really good, but sometimes the American hot dog sucks because they'll make it out of like really cheap shit. But if
Oh
you eat
yeah.
it and it has that snap, like when you bite into it, like a good sauce, I'm pretty sure like over in the Netherlands, you'll fucking find tons of sausages, right? So it has that
Hmm.
snap, and when it has that snap, it's good, you know. But I used to hate hot
Hmm.
dogs because like my mom would get like these hot dogs that weren't good, and they made me feel fucking sick. I didn't. So if you have like cheap hot dogs, they are not good. They like taste. They're like
Uh-uh.
kind of sticky feeling, like because they're not made from good meat and other parts.
Hmm.
I had a bad hamburger too. That was gross.
Is it a pork hot dog?
I like beef hot dogs. They tend to be better. Like it's less
Oh yeah.
shit that makes you feel sick. So
Hmm.
happy to get back to the United States. I'm not saying there isn't good pork sausage. There's good pork sausage, but the pork hot
Uh-huh.
dogs that I've eaten aren't that great. But if they're beef hot dogs, somehow they're better. Where there's the Costco Polish hot dogs and shit. Those are good. The Costco Polish dogs are nice. Like
Oh yeah.
if you go Costco anything, it's like cheap, but it's good. So I don't know if you have Costco over in the Netherlands. I think you guys might.
Mm, no, we don't have those type of Costco, but we have, let's just say,
Well, you have
some.
Costco, right?
Mhm, I think so.
Yeah, go eat a
I can.
fucking Costco hot dog. Because you
Mhm,
can get actually American foods in there that are actually you don't have to pay too much of the import shit. Because my mom actually went to one in Korea because they have a Costco in fucking Korea and they'll sell like American foods there all the time, like shit that you would not be able to normally get over there.
mhm,
Like one guy got fucking ranch sauce, like ranch. See, the thing is, I like ranch okay, but I don't like
mhm,
fucking ranch in general. Like, it's okay. It's not like great, but it's funny because like a lot of people, especially, and again, people think, oh, that's just gonna be racist, but it's true. It's like what is it about white people and ranch? Like they fucking get horny over that shit. It's like I gotta fucking eat ranch all the time. Holy shit! I'm like I don't
It's
really like eating
basically garlic sauce.
like garlic creamy sauce, but I've tasted better garlic creamy sauce. That's the thing.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, like beef hot dogs are better than pork, I think, because they're just made better. I mean, I'm not saying that you
There's
can't have good pork sausage. I've eaten pork sausage all the time, but
there's also turkey hot dog.
turkey hot dogs are all right. I mean, they're mediocre. I've had the Beyond Meat, and at first I was impressed because the texture of the meat felt good. Like I ate it, it's like at least the texture was very real. But then after a while, when
Hmm.
I started eating that Beyond Meat, I stopped because it made me feel like I was eating petroleum, which was weird.
Beyond Meat, yeah, it's a vegan meat.
I mean, I don't have a problem with that. I've eaten all sorts of stuff. Like I've eaten gluten, I've eaten seitan, I've eaten different things. I've eaten like mock meat, a lot of Chinese mock meat. There's nothing wrong with it. I mean, it tastes good, but I really
Mm,
fucking I don't know what it was with Beyond Burger and Beyond Meat. It tastes
hmm.
fine like at the surface, but if you start eating it or eating more of it, I started feeling like God, this kind of has a petroleum by taste aftertaste after it.
Hmm.
Like it tasted kind of fake and plastic, and I was like, I mean, no hate to Beyond. I just was like, it's not that great, you know.
Hmm.
I like the Chinese version of shit, like the gluten and shit. That tastes good.
Hmm. Gotcha. And then there's a halal version of this particular meat.
They have like butter. They have bread in a can. You should look up bread in a can. It's some shit.
Bread in a
But that's
can.
actually halal too. Apparently,
Yeah.
it's weird because it's both American and I think it's Middle Eastern. I think maybe from Saudi, but they have bread in a can.
Hmm.
The only thing that I think that would suck about being Muslim in this way is people are like, oh, I'm like, no, this is what it is. So, Ramadan, you're supposed to fast, right?
Yeah.
So you break
It's
it
similar
at
to Lent.
sunrise. Yeah, you break it before sunrise, you eat before sunrise and after sundown. Well, the thing that fucking sucks about that is like this one guy I knew named Tony Moy, his girlfriend's a Muslim, right? So
Hmm.
we were talking about it, and he says, "Yeah, you can't take anything in during that time." And I said, "What do you mean?" And he says, you literally cannot eat or drink anything during the day. I'm like, not even water? And he's like, no, nope. I'm like, oh, that's fucked
No,
up. Like, you
but
can't make sucks.
I remember. Yeah, that's true. But I know for a fact that from what was it, a friend of mine explained what Ramadan is and what does it look like, and but there's some modesty. For example, let's just say the elderlies or the or or pregnant women can also may allow to drink water during fasting during Ramadan.
Yeah, but this is like a hard fast. Like, this is not like, oh, like, because sometimes in fasting in different cultures or different religions,
True.
you are allowed some food, you are allowed some liquids. You just can't eat and
Mhm.
drink like normal shit. Sometimes, like, you can forego certain food items and stuff. But in reality, it's like eating that shit. You're just like you cannot take anything. It sucks.
Mhm. Pretty much.
I kind of like the look on her face. I'm just like kind of experimenting shit. Ugh. I gotta go finish packing. I'm pretty much done. I just need to pack some shoes and shit.
Skechers.
Right, Skechers.
Skechers. My favorite.
Yeah.
I remember back in the day, everybody was so hype about Nike, LA Gear, Reebok.
All right.
Nowadays,
Oh, hey, Spam. Come here. Come here, buddy.
hey,
Come here.
spam.
Come here. Come here, buddy. You guys want to see my noodle fuck cat? Yeah, ramen noodle fuck. Come here. Oh. Ah.
Hey.
This is my ramen noodle fuck.
Hey, spam.
Hey, buddy.
Hey, buddy.
I haven't brushed his teeth yet today. He's like, fuck that. I'm going to go. And I
Uh,
also brush his teeth, but I also like give him medication, and he hates that shit too. Because I mean,
he's happy.
he's not hardcore. It doesn't mean that he needs hardcore medication. What it is that his medication is like literally anti-acid because he pukes. He gets acidic.
Oh.
So yeah.
Okay, spam looks like he wants some attention too.
My mom
Hey,
was
spam.
asking us. Used to do room temperature Mountain Dew in the winter in Minnesota. Oh, that would really taste like elf piss right there.
Hey, pops.
Hey. So guys, if you want to go look at all the things, go here.
Used to do room temperature Mountain Dew. Mountain Dew,
Mm.
man.
All right. Oh, by the way, there's game promo too. You guys can sign up and be on a free raffle to like win random shit. So let me go
Oh,
ahead and do
goody,
this.
goody.
Yeah, you know what's weird is that like we did all that, and for some reason like people like signed up for it, but it didn't register or something. So
Huh?
again, hey, remember when you freaked out when you heard about this? Yeah, do it again.
Do it again.
I just like how she said that. Do it again.
Linktree.
Here's a fucking game raffle. Win shit. So go and apply to all the shit here. You get to watch a fucking promo. It's amazing.
It's gonna be a killer and a
There
thriller.
you guys go. Fucking look at that shit. Sign up. We did a lot of hard work.
Links in the comments.
Uh-huh. Links there. Check it out. I mean, fuck. Q, you check it out. Actually, I should probably like show it to you guys. Hold on.
Mhm.
Yesterday's gamers. Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Okay. So let me go and show you guys. Okay.
Okay.
All right. Let me go ahead. Let me go present. Share screen. Select window or screen. Oh, it's not doing that. That's stupid. Oh, it's only doing it in this one. Okay, hold on. Let me actually do. Let's see, screen 2? No. Screen 3. Got it. All right, so here we go. Let's go and show that. I'll add this to the stream. Okay.
Ha.
Hopefully it's loud. It's not, sorry. Yeah, so sign up here, click here, more promo info that you can like win a chance or something. I was so surprised people didn't fucking do that. And I was like, come on. Hold on, wrong one. So this is all my website stuff, so yeah, there you go. Stop screen, and there you go and throw up. I do feel like kind of like throwing up, which sucks.
Throw up.
Ugh. It's just like weird because like my stomach muscles are being a bitch right now.
Mm. I like the video how Demon Bitch animated.
Oh yeah, guys, just like sign up and fucking like win shit. I think it's mostly domestic that we're doing this, but just sign up, and then there's a raffle. So yeah, we really like it. Like I had people sign up during Comic-Con, but we haven't gotten a winner yet. So yeah, you'll definitely win fucking something. It looks like. Just go for it.
And when you do that, it's a win-win situation.
It makes me feel better about myself. Makes me feel like I'm not drawing a loser fucking piece of shit. Oh wait, I am. Loser fucking piece of shit. There you go. Let's see here.
And you animated the video?
Jeannie did it. She programmed it. We're making on the game and she's programming it, so she's telling me what art to go and give her.
Oh, cool.
Are people fucking applying now? I mean, they must be fucking applying like hot damn.
Can't believe July's already over and we're in August already. Welcome to August.
Yeah, next month it'll be my fucking birthday.
Yay. And Pop's birthday.
Oh yeah, we're both Virgo.
Mm-hmm. Hey, Max.
Hey Max, what's
Atrocity
up?
Press.
Yeah, go sign up for this fucking game promo. Check it out. I didn't animate it, but Jeannie did. And it's funny as shit. Oh boy. Let's see here. Now I got that song in my head. 30 days to 60. Should I do a show every day? Oh God, if you want to. Doing a show fucking takes a lot out of you. I'll tell you that. What y'all doing today, guys? Ugh,
What you doing?
I'm doing a lot of shit. Shit. That's what Lawrence would say. Shit.
Oh, how's Lawrence doing during the Comic-Con?
Oh, he was doing good. He came up and visited me. Of course, Lawrence had to go and kind of troll me because so I got these like really good sodas that are watermelon sodas in calamansi, right? Calamansi is a type of wine. So I asked
Oh, nice.
two of his friends and him. I said to him, "So you guys want any soda?" And they said, "Sure." And I said, "Well, I've got watermelon and calamansi." And Lawrence looked at me. I was like, "What kind of soda do you have?" And I knew what he was trying to fucking do. And then I said, "Oh, yeah, yeah, we have watermelon soda." And he's like, blackula hands. So I'll take a
Black
soda. I was just
lads.
looking at like, you're fucking trolling me, dude. I swear to God, fucker.
Oh, you got you.
I knew what the fuck he was doing. It was just like the moment I mentioned watermelon, I was like, all right, I get this. And no, I just offered it. Like I had Diet Coke, but I forgot about it. I said, oh, I have this, this, and this, and this. Hey, Prismatics, how are you?
Prismatics.
Hello.
Hi. How was my famous disdainful Norwegian today?
Tired.
Yeah, I feel tired too. I was sick, so I felt kind
Welcome
of
to
punched out.
Asgard.
Well, I was sick last weekend, but not today. Like you probably see in my tweet or X, whatever it's called right now, that I'm started exercising. I'm on my day 3, and my body is screaming at me, it's telling me, "Why are you torturing me?"
Maybe you're a healthcare professional, but like I had a bad respiratory cold, not COVID, but from San Diego. Like either people got a bad respiratory cold or COVID, and I was just fucked. Like on top of like after doing an event that was almost a week long, right? I was like lying around like, oh fucking son of a bitch, because like I was like not able to breathe very well. I was not able to do anything very well. I just laid around like a limp noodle because I was just, when you're sick, you're tired, but I was really exhausted. I did not feel good. And now I'm like starting to have like muscle pain in here on my stomach. I'm like, what the fuck, man? And I'm still kind of tired and worn out from being sick, but I'm not sick, but I'm still stuffed up. And I think some of it was bad because we had wildfires like 40 minutes north of San Diego.
Yeah, a lot of people have said that they really struggles after being sick with COVID. Some for a longer period and some for a shorter period. I had COVID, but I didn't have any complications after it. I just was sick for a week and that's it. Of course, my body was tired from it, but I
So,
didn't really, I didn't really feel anything else, like anything problems with my stomach, the muscles in it. Now I had it because I did crunches like
yeah.
Monday and Tuesday, but that's a different type of pain.
Yeah. For me, it was weird because it was like, I didn't have COVID because I tested myself. And because people like, what I hate is like sometimes people go on Facebook and they say, I got COVID, and they'll tag everybody that they fucking were in contact with. It's like, just will you private message me, please? Like, you don't need to put it on blast. Like, seriously.
But yeah, I never understand that people who shout out that they're sick, especially the time when I had COVID. It seems more like an attention-seeking thing.
Well, I
That's
mean, I
how
know
I
what
would.
some of the people that did that, I know what they're trying to do because it's like they want to let everybody know what's the exposure or what they were exposure. And
Well, that's true. I guess there's some
yeah,
people like that as well. But
yeah, but
why how I
but
see it is just why are you making this a statement? Just
yeah,
why?
so I had to let them know. I tested myself and I let them know, hey, this is what's going on. I'm like, okay. But I actually didn't get it. I actually got just a respiratory illness for some reason. But I don't think it was helped by like there was wildfires and I was breathing in the cold con air. And Quentin was asking me, oh, is it about cigarette smoke? I said, well, in California, you're not allowed to smoke indoors. So that's not it. Outside you can, but you can't do it right at the building. You have to kind of, I don't know what it is. I'm not a smoker, but it's like, I think at least 100 feet or something strange like that. Like you can't really stand by a building and smoke on a lot of areas in California. It depends on the city, but for the most part you can.
I guess it
But
to make people not like passive smokers in a way, so they don't get the
yeah,
air.
or whatever. I mean, that's one of the things. Like you can be outside and smoke, but even then, like some establishments will not allow smoking like outside in their establishment. You know, like if you have a bar and outdoor seating, sometimes they will not allow cigarettes or they don't have cigarettes. So that's one thing I guess like that I can say about California. Like you don't really smell that much cigarette smoke, which is I think okay because like some of my respiratory shit is not fun. I mean I don't have asthma, but it's just pretty funny. But other than that, I've taken I don't like I've taken that got a red mark, sorry. Got a little bit of an itchy neck. So what ended up happening was is that so I just got really fucking sick. So I don't know why my stomach muscles are fucking hurting. I wasn't throwing up or anything. I actually started working out again, but even then it's not that hard. I do a Pilates ball, but I don't feel that it's just I think it's just sore because I've been sick. You know, the body aches and everything.
Yeah, because you should be able to tell if it's type of soreness what you get from actually, you know, um, challenging your muscles when you're going to like increase your muscle strength because you typically get your muscles to become sore because it hasn't you're allowing it to be extremely tired because you are, you know, kind of how do I explain it? The muscle fibers, you're kind of destroying them in order for it to build up again. That's kind of
Yeah, you're tearing it
the
down and building it
in
up.
short words what the process is, why you're feeling soreness. But if but you should probably be able to tell the difference between that type of soreness and something else.
Hmm.
Because like the soreness I feel now, this is because I really have been doing something that haven't been done for many years. So, but that's on me, and I actually enjoy it in a way.
Yeah, for me, it's kind of hard to tell sometimes because I've had surgery in my abdominal area. Most of the time, it doesn't bother me too bad, but there are times where I'm just like especially if I'm sick in a certain way, it's like, because like when I was ill this time, I just didn't want to fucking do shit. I just laid around in bed, like I just felt like shit, and I was all stuffed up. I'm still kind of stuffed up too.
But if it becomes really painful, then you should probably seek out the doctor. Then it
Yeah,
has to be something else.
yeah. I just think it's just sore because I started working out again, even though it wasn't that hardcore. But I think I was just kind of tired.
That's most likely is. Just give it a couple days. You shouldn't feel sore for that long. I'm expecting mine to be done by maybe Friday, I guess. I won't feel that much.
Yeah, yeah.
By the way, I can't stay for too long because I need to get up extremely early, but I have like 10 minutes. I saw your message late, by the way, because I was sleeping. Because it's just 2 hours ago I came back from jogging. I'm taking this exercise routine very seriously.
Yeah, yeah.
I'm getting tired of looking at my avatar. Hold on, I need to change it up.
I thought you liked it.
Yeah, I like it, but sometimes you need a change.
It might be a bit disdainful. You need to unpick everything that's equally disdainful.
Mm.
I made that joke with a person that I had dinner with. I had a dinner with a group of people. One of them was Norwegian, and he had a cat that was black, but it was like a tuxedo, but a black tuxedo. Like the face was all black, and it had that white kind of bow.
Mm.
Oh, that one. That's he looks
Yeah,
all cracked out and shit.
yeah, this should spice it up a bit.
Okay, it's like, but yes. And I told him like you had a black cat. I told him about you, and I said yes, he's Norwegian, and he sounds a bit disdainful. And he says, oh yes, that's kind of how we sound. And then, even though it's pleasant, but it's like it's like, oh dear, like
Take, I take it as a compliment.
yeah, disdainful. And I said, yes, he has a big black Maine Coon cat called Felix.
Mm-hmm.
But I think in the Scandinavian countries, they're very. It's funny when you say Felix because like here in America we say Felix, right, or English, Felix. But it's like interesting how the Scandinavian countries go like Felix,
Felix.
Felix, yeah, like
But yeah, but that's more like a Swedish name actually. We don't really have it there in Norway. I mean, you had a YouTuber PewDiePie. His name is actually Felix or
yeah,
Felix.
yeah, they call him Felix and all that. He just had a
Hmm.
kid too, or he's about to have a kid.
Isn't he a
But yeah,
father already? I mean,
he
he's been
married
married for a
he
long
married
time ago.
Marzia, his Italian like girlfriend, now wife. He married her.
Mm.
He's still with the same girl. it's weird, like looking at her now as a woman. I mean, it wasn't like she wasn't a woman then, but she was like 19. You're still kind of like a little girl. And then it's been 10 years and she's 29. And it's like, whoa, you've matured a lot, you know? You still
Yeah.
fill out, you know?
The years have passed. Ugh, oh God.
I mean,
10
she looks
years.
good. I mean, she's still very cute, but it's like she looks more womanly now, not as like girlish as she was when she was 19.
Oh yeah, I meant like it doesn't feel like that long ago when he became really famous and all that, but it's actually 10 years or plus 10 years, I guess.
Yeah, and he was in it like probably a few years beforehand, you know. But yeah, his
Imagine
name
getting famous for screaming like a toddler on the internet over video games.
well, it's funny because they gave him more shit than they should have, but there were times like I was getting annoyed by his ass sometimes
Oh
because I
yeah,
was
his voice was terrible. Ugh, that's why I never really watched him. Now he's actually more uh, enjoyable. I don't really watch him, but I mean I can at least listen to him without thinking, oh God, this is cringe.
well, he would also like deliberately fuck up in games. It's like, okay, stop doing that, dude. Like there's a time when it was funny, like when he would scream into the camera, like "Arr!" like that when he get frustrated. But when he deliberately fuck up, there you go.
Yeah, and that joke he made with that pug, or no, it wasn't pug. That's some other YouTuber, African tribe, I guess, with Jewish thing. That will probably brand him for the rest of his life, and that's kind of sad in a way. People will always bring that up in the most terrible way, even though he apologized and everything.
Yeah, I mean, it's like whatever. I mean, he hasn't really said anything else, but he's kind of. I just think it's funny that he was like, when he was playing a video game, but it was really actually fucking up legitimately. Then he got mad, which is hilarious. But at the same time, he wasn't like. But yeah, there were times like I was like when he would just scream just to scream. It's like, all right, stop. Like, shut up already.
Yeah.
But yeah, his name is Felix. My name is Felix.
Felix the cat.
But yeah, I said you have a cat that's a Maine Coon that's equally looks disdainful. And you named him FedEx, and he said, "Yes."
You ever seen the
Yeah.
cartoon Felix the Cat Prismatics?
Not the cartoons, but I've seen the character and maybe just a few clips of the cartoons on YouTube. It was like one of the very first animated character. Was it by Walt Disney or was it?
No, it wasn't by Walt
Choose?
Disney at all. Walt Disney did Mortimer Mouse and Alice in Wonderland, and then he got. Actually, it's funny because here's a small story about Disney. So when he did Alice in Wonderland or the Alice in Wonderland series, he got fucked over because of the copyright issues and everything. Like the studio just literally took it away from him. And when he made Mortimer, he made I'm trying to remember. It was either Mortimer Mouse or something. Oswald the Rabbit. He did Oswald the Rabbit. And they
Oswald the Lucky
Oh,
Rabbit.
yeah, that's probably the one I was thinking about.
yeah, it
Mixing up
wasn't
with
Bugs Bunny.
Felix.
It was somebody else, but it looked kind of like the early Bugs Bunny. And they stole that shit from him. Literally, like back in the day, like artists didn't have any sort of fucking rights whatsoever. So they fucked him out of that. And it was so funny because I think eventually when Disney got famous, he actually bought Oswald back, like, fuck you. Because now he was like a multimillionaire and this fucking company went out of business.
Mhm.
I think they only actually used him in the what was that video game called again?
They probably used it in Kingdom Hearts, maybe. Because they brought in a lot
Kingdom Hearts, yeah.
Okay, yeah, they brought
I
a
was
lot
thinking
of
of
Disney
Kingdom's Heart, but it was a different Disney game. What was it called again?
I forgot there was Cuphead, but that's not Disney.
It was it on the Nintendo? And I need to look it up. Hold on.
Yeah, look it up. You have no
Look it
excuse.
up.
You have the internet at your fingertips.
I don't know.
Mm.
Disdainful.
Epic Mickey.
So
That's
let's see.
what it was called.
Oh, that
Epic
was it.
Mickey.
Epic.
Yeah, he's on the cover on the
What,
Epic Mickey
Mickey?
too. Epic Mickey.
Yeah, I think Oswald was supposed to be a
Epic
villain in
Mickey.
that game. too.
Epic Mickey, and it's also in the first one. It was on Nintendo, the Wii actually, the first Wii, and then Epic Mickey is on
Devo does Dallas. Oh my god.
Wii and Wii U. Epic Mickey.
Yeah. Oh, I remember Epic Mickey. They had Steamboat Willie and shit like that.
Yeah, the old school cartoons, stuff like that. I never tried that game, but it actually looks fun. For a game starting Mickey Mouse, that is.
I mean, there's a lot of shitty
Double
games.
Dust Dallas.
Dumbo does Dallas. Fucking, you had to go there.
What?
Double Dust
Dallas.
Dallas.
They keep doing fucking stupid ass live action shit of Disney. It's like, stop already. God damn it.
Yeah, now it's the upcoming Snow White. Ugh, that will be a disaster.
Flop again.
Which one?
Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs. Have you guys seen the leaks that it was on Twitter and YouTube of that live action?
Oh yeah.
Snow
I know
White,
they
one dwarf, and 6 other randoms.
Yeah, they're like the magical creatures. They said it's Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs. Just shut up, right?
It's
And
literally
then
in the title.
there was a black comedian that actually made a parody of it, because this was way before it was and all that other shit. But then he says, "Oh, you know what? Let's get a fucking." It's like let's go get Snow White and rename her Black Ice. Like he was just being a total asshole.
Oh yeah, I remember that one. It was.
Yeah, it's like let's get a black girl, like a black actress, and have her play Snow White and name her Black Ice. And then as he
Black
names
Ice.
it, it seems more and more. It gets more and more ludicrous. And the guy's like, "Well, wait a minute." It's like, "No, you dumb fuck. We have enough of our own culture. Let's just use that instead of hijacking this other shit." And it was a black comedian saying that. It's not my opinion. It's not.
The
He's
thing
saying
with that, but the thing with that movie is that in not just a fairy tale, but in the actually Disney animated movie, it's a description of what Snow White looks like. They mention her white skin, her raven black hair, and I also think her red lips. So there's already
is
a
real
recipe
chaos.
for her. I mean,
The
come
bitch is
on.
God. The bitch is God. Like, just have a girl that meets the characteristics. Like, she has to have really pale skin, very red lips, and black hair.
And the
Like
funniest thing
Kat
is that,
Dennings.
and the funniest thing is Gal Gadot. I heard is the evil queen.
Oh
Of
yeah, and then they were making
all-
jokes like,
of
"Oh,
all
she's hotter."
Of all actresses they picked, they actually made from my perspective, the evil queen more hotter than the Snow White. Oh god. Oh well.
Yeah, it was so bad. Like they just said, like, "Oh, it's like, yeah, she's hotter." And I'm like, damn. Well, I mean, in the tales, like the evil queen is supposed to actually really be beautiful, but she's just fucking jealous as shit over Snow White because she's younger. Like they always make it a point. They never make her ugly. Like she was never an ugly woman. She was just an asshole piece of shit who was jealous over Snow White's youth and beauty. It's like, oh,
The first Karen.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Anyway.
I don't know if it's the first Karen, but that would be very interesting.
Well, she complained to the mirror. Maybe that's the manager.
Well, if she goes like, "Mirror, mirror on the wall, who's the fucking fairest of them all?" It's like, I don't know, bitch. You complain to me 20 million times a day. All your friends fucking love you.
All you do is nag,
Oh, why
woman. Give me some peace already.
Yeah. So I just thought that was funny. It's just like, oh, you guys are pissed off that she's Latina. It's like, I don't give a shit. She just has to look the part. She doesn't have to look. She has to look really fucking pale with like red lips and dark hair. Like, how is that hard? That could be anybody.
And
Just
thick.
give somebody that fits the part. And one of my friends said, "What if they fucking put her as Asian?" I said, "Oh, that would be fucking funny as hell."
Mm.
Because some Asian people like are really that pale because that's what they're into, and the red lips and dark hair. There you go. So it's like, yeah, get a fucking pale ass like Asian chick and see how much they get pissed off about that.
Either Korean, Japanese, or Filipino, don't matter.
But yeah, I actually had to jump off, Christy. I see the time is flying. The 10 minutes has gone bye. I'm sorry, I can't stay for too long. I mean, I have so much to do tomorrow. And
Remember how Rose was going like she has to be an albino pretty much? I'm like, yeah, that kind of makes sense.
But yeah, nice to talk to you guys again. I'll be on longer next time.
Okay, I will.
Hopefully.
I will see your disdainful ass next week. I will send you a link for that.
Well, thank you. Well,
Mm.
have a nice stream. See
Yeah.
ya.
All right.
Yeah.
Bye.
Good night. God, I remember there's one magazine from, I think it's Crack or Mad Magazine, one of those two, and they even made fun of the all the Disney's merchandise and everything about Disney. There's
Uh-huh.
one there's one little drawing, one panel of that it takes place in a recording studio, and this guy kind of looks like Ludacris, wearing nothing but wearing some T-shirt that says "Snow Bitch," and someone mixing with the original Snow White song of "Someday My Prince Will Come," while the guy who looked like Ludacris made that made some a little bit ad lib that song. What's so
Someday my
funny?
prince will come. Someday. Her voice was so
It
fucking
goes
high. I
it
couldn't do
goes
that.
like this. Someday my prince will come. That Ludacris one up and say, "I'm going nowhere, bitch."
Someday my prince. I can't do that. I kind of refuse to do that because I feel like I'm gonna go and it not would be good.
I think I have that magazine. I one of these days I'll find those type of magazine. That's
Oh
that's
my
so
god.
funny. And
Somebody
in
wrote
the
it
end,
down.
he said, "I'll tap your ass and I'm done with you."
Oh my god. The shit that I find online, dude.
It wasn't online. It was on a
No, no,
magazine.
no,
It was
no. I just found something online. I'm gonna put it.
oh.
It was like literally somebody just wrote this, and I just like, oh fuck, and it was so bad.
Uh-uh.
Well, it said Trudeau's, you know how he's getting separated from his wife. So Trudeau's divorce leaves nation in shock that he was married to a woman. I'm like, wow. It's a
Why
Babylon
pourquoi?
Bee. It's a satire site, but I was like, damn, that's pretty harsh.
Trudeau.
Justin Trudeau.
Trudeau.
Like, oh my god, he's so cute. Ah! I'm like, I don't really care. Can he run the country? They say that about my governor. Oh my god, Governor, you sound so cute. And I'm like, I don't give a shit. You have a job. Go do it. I'm not going to look at like fucking my leaders in my country or my state as wank material. Like I can say, oh, that's a rather attractive man, but it's just I don't know. It's just like I don't know. It's not that they should be ugly as shit. I'm just going like I don't really focus on that. Like, yeah, I guess they're okay looking, whatever.
Disney live action studio flop harder than a fish out of water. That is true.
Disney, yeah, they're not good. I mean, I think they just kind of are lazy because there's already like a
Mm.
story, but you still have to adapt it.
Yep.
So, looking at a blank sheet of paper. Yeah, I mean, as I said, like, I don't know. I mean, they could make her, she could probably be a decent Snow White, but they said, oh, well, you don't have the seven dwarves. I said, that's sort of part of the story. Oh, but there's seven magical, like, okay, stop. Enough.
Mm.
Like, this is stupid. Oh.
Yeah, once again, one of these days I'll find that magazine.
Oh, God, cracked.
Yeah. Either it was Cracked or Mad Magazine, one of those two.
Yeah, it's either one. I remember reading those magazines as a kid. I'm just kind of sad. I sort of want to go and like, I said, yeah, make fucking Snow White be Asian because the familiar like dynamics can be really fucked up like that.
Mhm.
People are like, damn. I said, I'm being based, dude. It's true.
and Snow White, and that Snow White will definitely rewrite their DNA.
Yeah, I mean, make her Asian. Fuck it, why not?
Mhm.
There's actually a Korean Cinderella, and there's like an actual Korean Snow White. I think there's like Asian versions of that because you always have the stepmom being fucking like she's not like the evil queen. She's worse. Like she goes and tries multiple fuck. And not that the queen didn't in Snow White, but in the Western version, it's so much more tamer than what the fucking Asian like Snow Whites and Cinderellas do. Like there was one where fucking like one of them framed one of the. It's called the Tale of Two Sisters, and like the stepmom, she has a son, and she's an ugly bitch, and she just does this thing where she framed one of the sisters for like having an abortion back in the day. Like she like took a rat and killed it and skinned it and left the body in the bed.
Damn.
Oh yeah, look at her. She had a fucking abortion. Like she was fucking around, got pregnant. And then so they take her out somewhere and they to like because she shamed the family apparently. And the stepbrother tried to kill her in the mountains, but she commits suicide by jumping into the river, and a tiger comes up and rips him in half, like rips his arm and leg off.
Ooh.
And it just gets gnarlier from there. I'm not going to get so into it, but it's crazy. And then like the two sisters come to this one guy who's a magistrate, and he basically finds out. They tell him like cut the carcass open because the fucking stepmom after all these years is carrying around this fucking supposed abortion, right? And she like pulls it out, like bitch, like why do you fucking still have this thing? So it's like she pulls this out, and they said, well, it looked like that was it. And they're like, no, cut it open, and there's rat shit inside. So basically, what they do is
Yeah.
that they take her and they basically crush her to death. And then with her stepson,
Ooh.
they just strangle him to death. I'm like, Jesus Christ.
Damn.
There's a lot of gnarly shit in between, but it's just like that's two shit things right there. And it's kind of like
Damn.
yeah, it's not quite the Korean Snow White. There's another one in the Korean Cinderella where the stepmom would make her do all sorts of crazy shit. So it's kind of like Psyche and Aphrodite, where Aphrodite would do shitty things to her. But then this one, it's like on that level. But then the next level is like she calls the boy down because she steals like the flute that the girl like uses to summon the boy down. She fucking kills him and burns his body. And she finds, but the boy had given her like, okay, here, if there's anything that happens to me, pour the red one on my bones. No, pour the brown one on my bones. Pour the red one on my on my on my on my body, then pour the white one. I forgot the colors of the thing, but I know one of them was red because it was blood. So she did that, and she restored him to life. And he said, "Okay, let's get married." And so he takes her up to heaven. So that's Korean Cinderella.
God damn.
Yeah, Max is going, I carry my abortion wherever I go, everywhere. Korean tales, man, not for the weak-hearted. It's insane shit sometimes. Who's fucking with my stuff here? Okay. There we go. Damn. So it's like yeah, I was like, damn, like so I'm drawing some stuff. I think my drawing's gotten a lot better lately.
Yeah. Up to date.
Yeah, I just feel like sketching today. I don't feel like really drawing. I just don't feel it because my stomach muscles have been kind of fucked up. So maybe another 20 minutes or so, like at 1:30, I'm just going to go log off and kind of lie down because my stomach muscles have been just sore today. I guess I could take some more ibuprofen or whatever, but I kind of don't want to keep taking more over the counter. I'm thinking probably like lying down and taking some bone broth because I've just been so kind of fucking all sorts of shit. See.
Okay, that hairdo reminds you of the Little Mermaids. The
Wasn't
OG Little Mermaid.
Wasn't meant to be, but that sounds cool.
Yeah. the 80s Little Mermaid.
And that's anything Garfield, I send to Dallas and Hyde Hermit because he always draws these like really fucked up like Garfields and shit.
Max says, you live in Cali, smoke up and ease the pain. Or eat a gummy.
Oh yeah, I don't really like doing that type of shit. That shit doesn't work. It hurts anyway. It's like
ease the pain.
let's just say that stuff doesn't help that much.
You live in Cali, you smoke up and ease the pain. Wake and bake.
I don't know. There are times that like I feel like sometimes I feel lightheaded. I'm like, oh shit, and that's kind of how I would feel. Ugh. The lines are pretty good on this one.
Dear God, there's a lot of crazy stuff happen in the States. For example, the fake kidnapping.
Oh, that chick. I haven't really kept up on it, but that girl that like found that was like saw a baby on the side of the road and all that shit.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, I don't know the story behind that, but I found out she made it up. It's like, God, you bitch. It helps me in my leg cramp. It's just stuff like that. It's kind of weird because it doesn't it like certain drugs like that I've had to take for pain don't work for me in the way. And I'm not trying to say, oh, I'm special, but it's like opiates really don't work for me unless they're super hardcore, like Demerol. When I've had to go and take my I had to go and take it, and it's like it made me just more stupid, but didn't kill the pain. But it's like for me, it's like with stuff like that, it messes with my stomach because I've tried it when I was healing during surgery and stuff. And I had massive surgery, so it wasn't like I could take over the counter more than a week at a time because it messes up your liver. So it's like I couldn't do it that way. It's like I don't want to fuck up my lungs so much, but it's more of like it just kind of doesn't work well with my body chemistry. It's like the best one is OTC. I don't know. I don't have a problem with it. Yeah.
Pops.
Yes, Pops, we know you do that. You say that enough. But yeah, it's like it's just like for me, I just can't do it. It's like certain drugs don't work well for me than they usually do. So
Pop says this. It helps me everything. MJ saves lives. Pharmas are different than weed. I do not do pharmas.
well, that works for you, dude. That's it.
In a song of late but great Peter Tosh, legalize it. Don't criticize it.
Yeah, but I'd rather not spend all my time talking about weed because everybody just starts talking about it. I'm like, okay, I live in a state where it's legal. I get it. Yeah.
And when I was in a first year, during my freshman year of the academy, one of my classmates had the assignment, and that is researching about one specific plant, weed.
Yeah.
And I didn't know that the plant itself has so many products are made out of. For example, there's a TP made out of weed. Paper made out of weed.
Yeah, it's expensive here too. It's like last time I took a quick look at it out of just curiosity, it was like fucking over 30% in tax. And that's if you had like a military discount and or medical. It's like stupid. It's like a $40 cartridge. I looked into it. A $40 cartridge was like $20-$30 more now, I think, or something like that after tax. It gets expensive.
Yeah. I think they got expensive just to get the customers to behave.
Right.
If it's cheap, everybody wants that. But then when it's expensive, only a few selected folks will come in and say, "Oh, it's weed."
Yeah. So it's like, I don't like doing it. So I actually prefer CBD. It seems to work better for me. Because
It's cool.
it doesn't make me feel intoxicated. That's the thing. And it seems to just kill the pain, and it doesn't fuck with my liver, which is the weirdest thing. People go for the other stuff and they say, oh, it's great and everything. It's like, I don't know. I tried to do it for heavy duty pain killing and it just didn't work. But anyway. Ow. So yeah.
Is that Demon Huntress?
Demon Huntress? I don't know. I just drew some character designs. I guess it's like just like free floating whatever.
No doubt, Max.
Yeah, CBD helps a lot. It's good because it keeps you sober when you do it. As I said, it's like the other stuff, it kind of has been unpredictable. So in my experience for me, so I can't like do that, you know.
Hell, there's even an article of the National Geographic about that.
What National Geographic?
About
It kind of looks like the 80s. You know, remember the 80s where they would do that notched leather shit? Right here.
80s notch letter shit. Try to remember.
CBD.
Kind of looks like Metoroid.
Oh, Samasaran.
Samasaran.
There's one that she did where she was merged with a Metroid surgically, or like it infected her. So she actually looked blue and shit like that. I don't know what she looked like physically while infected from the Metroid, but that's what it was. So yeah.
Samus is awesome, no doubt.
Yeah, it was weird because like for the longest time you thought like in Metroid she was a guy, and then like the big thing
I thought so too.
she's a girl. Like yeah, like at the end you're like, oh fuck, you had no idea.
And if they make a movie, who would have cast her? I don't know. ScarJo.
Probably because the thing is that you can't have a woman that looks too girly or too sweet because she kind of is a warrior. And I'm not saying that warrior women can't look sweet or effeminate or really effeminate. It's just like she just doesn't strike me as that because when I've seen portrayals of her, I mean, she is pretty, but she's not like I'm a little girl kind of thing. I think it's like she kind of reminds me of June and Newt and Appleseed.
Love ScarJo. Me too.
A lot of guys like ScarJo.
Oh yeah.
They hot for that shit. Oh,
and then every guys will think, which one's hotter, ScarJo or Elizabeth Olsen? Damn, that's tough.
You know what's weird is that like everybody thinks of Mary Kate and Ashley, you know, the twins from Full House, and it's weird because, like when you see them, you're just like, oh, okay, that's interesting.
She is an 8.5.
Well, I think it's like after like fucking, she was like fucking Black Widow. There you go. They'll probably put her back in. Technically, her character's dead, but then they're gonna probably reboot the whole universe. I have no idea.
She is an 8.5.
But you know, it's funny. It's funny because like they're with the DC universe. I hear they're not replacing Gal Gadot as Wonder Woman.
Hmm.
They look like skeletons. Yeah, but I mean, like when you look at Elizabeth Olsen separately, she does kind of. You could tell that she's their sister. But the thing is, she's kind of stood out on their own.
Mhm.
Yeah. But yeah, Gal Gadot, she's fucking awesome. I think she and
Oh
her,
yeah.
she and ScarJo are kind of two different types of beauty. But Gal Gadot is like very, like she can be like a very innocent beauty to a very evil person. I think. I think it kind of helps that she was in the IDF. So there you go.
Yeah. I know one of them was also an IDF, but now she works as a. Not only she started as an IDF, then later she became a Miss Israel pageant. Then she worked in a Playboy Radio Espanol, but in a production department, and now she worked as a nurse.
Yeah, she's played a lot. So she's I think she was from Israel, so that's why she was in the IDF because both sexes have to serve in the military for X amount of years. I forget if it's like 6 years or something.
Max, I cut off my right foot to be with Gal Gadot.
So you'd be a happy amputee with two bitches, right, dude? Oh,
Max
Steven
wants an
is home.
amputee threesome.
So guys, I'm gonna bring on a guest because he came home because he has a
Oh,
Kickstarter. Yeah, let me invite his ass. Come here. All right, come here. I was gonna log off, but somebody came home late. So here you go. He'll be on shortly. You better hurry up. And I need to give a plug for his shit too. Yep.
pops,
Yeah.
pops.
You know, I had this dude that constantly wanted threesomes, and it was like, fuck off, man. Like, it's like, that it just like like if a guy just by default goes on that, I just fucking like want to get away from him because it's like they are fucking obnoxious about it. Ugh. Oh, cool. He made it.
Being for you.
130 backers.
See,
So I'm gonna see if he pops on. Is he popping on? So when he pops on, don't miss Christie Shinn with Heartfisher and Lucifer Storm on 910. The Atrocity Press YouTube channel. All right, guys, put up that link there and sub to him and sub to my channel too. I
boom.
think at HoraTora Studios or something. Somebody's coming on. Yeah. So it's like this one guy like kept doing it all the time, and it's like, stop, like just shut up. I told him I didn't do it. And he was like going on and on and on. It's like, shut the fuck up too, dude. I don't want to hear about it. Someone is coming on. Let's see.
Come on, do whatever you want.
Yeah. Well, he's pretty much funded, and Steven's coming on. He actually went ahead and yeah, he's sleeping. Okay, now Steven's on here. Hey, Steven, let me move you
Hey,
here.
how's it going?
I'm doing good. You look hangdog and sad.
I do. I always look like.
Well, it's probably something that your kids
This
do.
might probably.
Yeah.
You
So
know,
Stephen Prince's
they wear
Kickstarter.
me out.
Steven Prince, so you're the guy who made the monster Matador.
I am the
Yep,
guy. How are you?
yep.
How are you?
Good. How you doing?
Good, man. I
I
made
mean,
it. Didn't know if I would be able to today, but
At least
you
you
go
got here.
yeah, I know, right?
show this. You guys got to
Just in
back it.
time.
8 days to go.
Please,
You have
please.
no. He needs to have all the money in the world.
That's right.
Oh yeah. Make it rain.
Make it rain. That's right. Make it rain.
Yeah. So what's up with Steven? How was your day? You came on late.
I know it's good. I've been trying to catch up with everything because of San Diego,
Yeah.
and last week was just a lost week because I was so exhausted
Uh-huh.
and tired, and I had a bunch of stuff I owed people, writing wise and stuff like that I just had to get to them because I owe Fabio a script and he needs it in a couple of weeks, so I just had to finish it up and send it off to get read by some people, and then I hired a cover artist yesterday who turned around a cover overnight, which was fantastic. And I'm just putting together a lot of different things, but
Yeah, you just have this perpetual look. This is fine.
Also, I don't know that I can really spend 2 hours with you.
Well, that's okay. See.
This is fine.
This is fine. Yeah, this is fine.
Yeah, this is fine. It's even funnier, like when you talk about your kids.
Yeah.
You're like, yeah. That was funny how one of the persons commented, "How could my little angel know those words?" It's like, I don't know.
I don't know. I say things around the house that I probably shouldn't say. It's okay. One of the first things they started saying was I say fucking A, and they were like 2.5, 3 years old, and they used to say A to the fucking. They would get mad. It's funny with kids because they kind of put their own little twist on things,
Yes.
Yeah, he was telling me Rain, his daughter, the younger one, and the older one's Vincent. The younger one, can I say their names? I guess it's never mind.
Sure. I don't. Yeah, sure. It's fine.
Yeah, so he was telling me Rain he was telling me that Rain basically walked around, sweet, innocent 5-year-old girl. Her brother taught her how to do this.
Oh, the middle finger.
Damn.
Yeah. He came home from school one day and he's like, "Do you know this means fuck?" It's like, yeah, I'm well aware. And he just was like this, just staring at it. I'm like, put the finger down now.
Yes, people, Stephen does discipline his children. They just haven't taken to it yet very well.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then there was another.
They don't even they call us by our first names. They have no respect for us.
Mm.
And then it's like the other one is like he was walking around saying, "This is my fuck finger."
Yeah, this
Like
is
this.
my fuck finger. Yeah.
Fuck finger.
So what were you up to today?
Who?
You.
Me? I already told you.
I thought you were going out and killing kaiju and all that.
You're going senile. No,
No.
I was finishing up the script for the 3rd issue.
Oh, the 3rd issue.
Okay.
Because the 2nd issue is already done. We're actually starting on color soon.
Right.
Nice.
It's the Monster Matador guarantee. You will actually get the full story. It's one of the things that used to drive me nuts about Kickstarters is you would get one
let's wait
issue.
another year for the book to be done, right?
Yeah. So I mean, this is our 6th one. We just put out a trade last year. This is the start of a new storyline. Each one is reader friendly. All you have to know is he fights kaiju. He fights monsters. In this one, he returns home to Mexico, is reunited with his daughter. Giant cockroach, the Mega Racha, attacks Mexico City. He goes off to fight it. He's joined by monster fighting luchadors who have been inspired by him, and he has to face his greatest fear, his greatest challenge. And this is just the beginning of epic that will take the Matador across Mexico, called Monster Matador: Once Upon Some Monsters in Mexico.
I'm just kind of laughing right now because you said if I was going senile, I said, "Oh, I don't know. You were just mumbling."
Yeah, I'm already. I mean, I don't.
Yeah, there you go.
That's a Bacaracha.
Yeah.
Okay, so for anybody not familiar with the character, why Monster Matador? Why do this?
Why? It's one of those ideas that I just kind of lucked upon. I was sketching, and I'm kind of into matadors because my grandfather's side is Spanish, and as a kid, he gave me a little matador cap, so they've always been on my mind. And I was sketching a matador, and the name Monster Matador popped into my head, and I just thought, well, somebody must have done that already, right? And nobody did it, so I got to do it. And to me, it's the most obvious thing because matadors are like superheroes. Their athleticism, the dance, the cape, the sword, the fighting, and then they fight these giant monstrous bulls. And the way they defeat the bull is they wear it down, and then they get it right in the spot, in the one spot, target it. So it kills it right away. And you just take that and you extrapolate it to a larger level. So instead of a bull, now the matador is doing the same thing, but with kaiju. It just makes sense. And part of the fun is seeing how he kind of fights them and figures out a way to kill them and things like that. So
yeah.
So yeah.
No, I was just thinking of around the same time I was remembering that book Ferdinand the Bull, how it kind of challenged certain. I think now that I think about it, I was kind of reflecting on it. It's like kind of challenged gender norms because the bulls were going like, we fight, we go and hit each other and shit. And then they got Ferdinand, who grew up to be the biggest, meanest looking bull, but he's like, I just want to smell roses. Fuck off.
Yeah.
He's just lying around like, I don't give a shit.
Yeah. Maybe we'll have a Ferdinand monster.
Oh yeah, like he looks like mean and ugly, but then he just doesn't give a shit about anything.
Yeah. He's like, I don't really
the kaiju.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And there's obviously a bigger mythology to the world that we introduce along the way. And ultimately it's a story about him just trying to protect his daughter and to make a better future for his daughter.
Did you kind of put yourself and Rain in that position, or you're just like, no, not at all?
No, I mean, it kind of worked out. I mean, I created the book before I even had kids, but it's funny because it really clicked differently and really kind of opened itself up once I had kids. And I was like, oh yeah, and that's kind of when I really started getting serious about it and drawing it. Mm-hmm. And then we rebooted it in 2020 with Fabio Alves and Alex Zeff, who are the artist and the colorist.
Fabio is from Argentina, right? Tina? Or
Brazil, and then Alex is from Mexico.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's cool.
That's kind of funny.
Yeah.
But
Fabio, yeah.
Well, no, you have the artist named Fabio, so it's like, hey, it adds to the flair of Monster Matador.
Right. Yeah. It's too sexy. And we did, if you scroll down, we did, everybody does boobs on Kickstarter. That's the big thing. It's kind of getting old. So we kind of took it to another place. And I think ours is better. We're bringing sexy back, as I like to say. Scroll.
Oh, they're about to do the nasty up here. You should have made them naked or something.
No, they just got out of bed. They just woke up. He's got to go to work.
Gotta be late for work.
See that? And that's the Mega Racha right there.
Oh shit.
Mega Racha.
Yeah. And this just goes through our past stories. So here we go. This one.
That one. The Burt Reynolds type.
Yeah, the Burt Reynolds.
Yeah, we call it the El Ramon.
El Ramon. So what's his full name again?
Ramon Alejandro Esteves Guerrero.
For some reason, I think of the Japanese wrestler Hard Gay, like Razor Ramon Sumita or something like that.
Yeah. Well, I tried to think of like the most macho name, and
Yeah.
they all have, I think Ramon, I think is like warrior, and Alejandro is, I forget what Alejandro is, and then Estevez means of Stephen. So I kind of snuck
There you go.
myself in there.
That kind of sounds like a
So-
Martin Sheen thing because you know how his
Yeah.
original name is Estevez, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then Guerrero is war, so it's
I think Martin Sheen is like half Mexican and half Irish. I know that.
is he Mexican or
Spanish.
is he?
Might be Spanish.
I
It's
can't.
either one or the other because I know like he has. I know he's like at least Latino, Hispanic too. And
Yeah,
then-
yeah. I don't think he's.
He might not be Mexican. I could be wrong, but it's like I think he's either Spanish or Mexican. It's either one of those two.
One of those two. Mostly, I would go mostly from Spain. Yeah, Spanish.
Yeah, it says Spanish. Yeah, Spanish.
Spanish, okay.
And
'Cause,
his
like-
mother's Irish.
Yeah, like Emilio Estevez, like Emilio, one of his sons. It's like he looks more like he's more Spanish looking, and then Charlie Sheen looks more kind of Irish looking, but it's kind of different. He kind of looks not
Yeah,
quite.
but you know what though? But I think because everyone knows him as Charlie Sheen, but if you think of him as Charlie Estevez, you see it.
Yeah,
Mhm.
yeah, you do.
Because I didn't, because Emilio Estevez, and you're like, yeah, he's Spanish, but like Charlie Sheen, if you actually kind of look at him, you're like, oh yeah, I can see it.
Yeah, well, he's
definitely got more Irish. He's got that
Yeah.
Irish, but you can see his dad is his grandfather in there too.
well, it's like his full Spanish name is Carlos Erwin Estevez.
Yeah, Carlos, right? Carlos. that's
Carlos,
right.
yeah. And then with Emilio, I think that's his actual name, Emilio Estevez, because he went more of the Spanish route. And then I think they have a younger brother, and I forgot what his name is, but I think it was
They
like
do, yeah. They do.
he anglicized his name for a little bit, but he
Yeah.
didn't really take off in acting.
Yeah.
I think it was Michael Sheen, not Michael Sheen, not
No,
the other.
not Michael. Yeah, it's there's Ramon. There.
Oh, Ramon Estevez,
Yeah.
yeah. So I think there's like 3 kids, and I think he has a sister.
No,
too.
and they have a sister. Yeah, you're right. Yeah.
Yeah. So Carlos.
But it's funny. There's a lot of those where like there's one or two of the kids are like they actually made it, like the parents did, and then they have like a brother or two or sister or two, that just never really got anywhere.
Well, it's funny too because it's like if you look at Goodfellas, like the movie, and he talks about his parents, like his mom was Italian and his dad was Irish, and his
Right.
dad would beat his ass all the time. I said both parents would beat your ass. Like
Yeah.
those cultures are known for beating your ass. So it's like funny because like when
Well, that's every culture.
well no this
Yeah.
is fun because I sat together with I'm trying to remember
No,
Greg
every
Smith.
every culture.
No,
Your
well,
culture
hold on,
beats
hold on,
their
like,
everybody.
with some Asian cultures, there's some exceptions. I mean, sometimes Japanese people do beat their asses, but most of the time it's like we're disappointed in you. Because I had this
which is even worse the way they
Yeah.
do that, because you're just like,
You
I'd
just
rather
have
get
this goalpost
I'd rather get my ass beat than have my parents be like, yeah, you're just fucking worthless.
yeah.
At
it's
least
kinda
if they beat you, it's like they're giving you hope that you can get better.
yeah, here's a hard baseline, but no,
But
if they
no,
do,
you just suck.
Yeah.
It's just fucking
Well, it's funny
horrible.
because I was talking to Greg Smith, and Greg is half white and half Japanese, and we
Okay.
were talking about that, and he's still, but he was like going like, we were talking about it. He says, yeah, my parents didn't hit me as much, but it was more of like, we're disappointed in you. Like,
Yeah.
we're really not happy with how you are. And
Yeah.
I was like kind of laughing because it's like, yeah, Korean people, it's like this. They'll just kind of yell at you and then they'll
Yeah.
kick your ass too. And it's like, oh, okay. Then Don Wynn and we got into a conversation about it. He says, and we were just talking. He says, and I said, yeah, Korean girls will probably punch you in the face and then walk away.
Right.
And then he said, but yeah, but y'all know how to hit. And he's Vietnamese. And then it seems like every Vietnamese guy I know says, oh, yeah, Vietnamese women, they're fucking nuts. I'm like, why do you say that? Because, like, I know plenty of Vietnamese women that are really sweet. And they said they aren't until you fuck them over. And I'm like, oh, my God.
Yeah, but here's the thing. Every culture
Age
says
of
the
red.
same thing. Every culture says the same thing.
Well, I view this
We're
as like,
all human. We're all the same.
No,
I'm not trying to get kumbaya, but it's so funny how like everyone's like, no, I don't know. It's all, it's all the same.
No, but this is hilarious because it's kind of like we're all like flavored. We're all tea, but it's like different flavors of tea.
Yeah, of course. But I mean, but at the core, it's like all the same shit,
So who beat your ass, your mom or your dad?
Oh, my mom, man.
Yeah,
My dad
my
wouldn't
mom.
lift a finger. My mom was brutal.
My
And it
mom.
wasn't even that she did it. It was like she would just raise the hand. And she was like 4'11", but she would raise the hand. One time, as a joke, I was maybe in 3rd grade. I was getting off the school bus and we're singing this song. What's the matter, you? Hey, shut up your face.
Uh-huh.
And my mom's at the bus stop to pick me up. And I literally time it. So as I get off the bus, I go, shut up your face, thinking it'll be so funny. And my mom's standing right there and I go, shut up your, and just whack right across the face. No warning, nothing, man. Brutal.
Damn.
Now
And
I see how Vincent gets his like little streaks right here.
Yeah.
It's like this is. I don't think your wife. I don't get a feeling that your wife was like that, but I think you were. Like they got all the evil seed from you, your kids.
Yeah.
It's like.
Yeah.
I think okay. So this is my thing. So when my mom was driving my sister and I think I was like 4 and my sister was 2. Like we're 18 months apart. We're in this huge Cadillac, 78 Coupe de Ville Cadillac, right? It's huge in the back. You remember those. Anyway, so my sister and I were sitting in the back and I'm sitting in the middle and then my little sister's pissing me off. I forgot what exactly she did, but when you're a little kid, fucking shit just pisses you off, right? So I don't know how I learned fuck you, but I screamed it at my sister at full volume and it was just loss and noise because I don't remember where or if I actually said it, but my mom gasped and drove all over the freeway, just skidded all over the freeway and pulled over. And she said, you get over here so I can slap you on the face. So me being the eldest, I went to the other side of the car and was crying. And I said, no, Mom, I promise, I'm not going to say fuck anymore, Mom. And of course they get angrier because you're saying it.
Right. Yeah.
And then my little sister starts saying fuck, but she's too young to move out of the way like I learned with my mom at the time. So my mom fucking slaps her and then she starts crying. And so I'm crying. She's crying. She's trying to get me over here so she can whack me for saying that shit. And then after a while, she says, I'm going to remember this. And I think she drove home and kind of forgot about it. So I feel bad, though. I got my sister slapped, and that wasn't nice.
I mean, I grew up in Brooklyn, so I learned fuck at a very early age. My aunt used to drive. She used to, every time you get into the car, it's always honk, fuck you. Hey, you motherfucker. I mean, by the time I was 4, I had like a notebook's worth of curse words that I could use.
Damn.
Well, with my mom, she didn't swear very much. One time she said, damn you. And I said, what's that, Mom? And she's like, I'm not saying it. And she'll, bullshit or something once. And I was like,
yeah.
And I don't know how that multiplied, but the 2 little swear words made it in my head. And boy, they came out in profusion.
Yeah. And look at you now.
I know I'm the proud president of Cabs, yet I swear all the fucking time, and I draw Demon Bitch.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Steven wrote the prologue to Demon Bitch. Demon B meets Mr. F-word. And Steven has a dead look in his eyes because it's like, that was awful to write. Did you have Vincent read it?
Well, did he read it?
Yeah. Did you test it out on your kids?
What, the book?
Yeah, the book. Because it's actually appropriate for children.
You didn't give it to me.
Yeah, I did. I sent it to you to read.
Oh, on the no, he doesn't read PDFs.
Oh, okay. Let's see if anybody gave anything.
He doesn't waste his time with that shit.
Oh, Lord.
You got to give him a book.
You got to give him a book. Yeah, well, I'll have to give you a copy of a book too on that.
You owe me a copy of the other one I did too.
I thought I gave it to you already.
No.
I swear to God, I gave it to you. You're not selling it.
No. My God, no. Yeah, under the table. No, I was supposed to grab one for you I think at LA Con, and I never got it.
Was it the blue one, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Because I think I was going to give it to you, and you said no, just give it to me later. I'm like,
Yeah,
let me
that's what
look at
happened,
it.
and I just never grabbed it.
So it's not my fault here. I tried to give you the fucking book, like, here, take the fucking book.
Yeah, but I was just waiting for you to kind of remember and be like, oh wow, I never gave this to him. Maybe I should.
I deal with 10 million things in my head. You're gonna have to remind me again sometime.
Yeah.
Yeah, because it's like you're just like, like that.
Yeah.
But anyway, but yeah, so there's that, and yeah, but anyway, you guys got to go and like donate to him. Get this book. It's awesome. It's done by like epically named people like Fabio. The character is like fucking
Fabio.
epically named. And
Fabio
Steven
Alejandro.
yeah, and Steven's kind of sounds basic, but it makes him stand out wonderfully. His name.
But I could be Esteban.
Esteban. Well, you are. What is it? You're Hispanic or Latino?
No, I'm not. I'm not Hispanic or Latino. I mean, my grandfather's side is Spanish from.
Well, then
like,
there you
way
go. You're
back,
part Hispanic. You're part Hispanic.
Yeah. Well, people get a little touchy about identity stuff, and I don't really identify as anything because I'm such a mutt.
Uh-huh.
Ditto.
That it's weird to me. I don't have that, and my parents. I didn't have really a culture growing up. Like our cultures that we followed or have always been adapted because, we're Jewish and you get kicked out of countries everywhere and you just pick things up along the way.
Did Eddie?
It's weird. It's weird. I love all cultures.
No, I know you do.
But, yeah.
So did Eddie fulfill your orders at San Diego? So the joke was that I got a bunch of snacks for people at Caps, and Steven said, "Oh yeah, I have to put in my order to Eddie."
Yeah, I'm still waiting for that delivery. Kind of.
And Eddie was complaining that like, "Oh, please take the snacks, please take the snacks," and I'm like,
"Yeah, bring him over."
Well, that's for you to. He always like. Okay. Eddie always defends like fucking like Steven. He always puts up. Remember, like Leave Britney Alone, that guy crying. He did one custom one called Leave Steven Alone.
Yeah.
Leave Steven alone.
That's right.
Leave him alone.
Yeah, I think it got to a point where it's like we were all fucking with each other so much. Even Don Wynn was like, "You all are fucking ridiculous. You two are ridiculous." Yeah, but anyway, so guys, go contribute to his fucking campaign because it's amazing. Let me go and put it down here again. God damn it, go in there. So go do it because he has 8 days left, and you need to do that now because Steven wants to feel wanted. He needs Ramon to be. He lives vicariously through Ramon.
Yeah.
And plus, he can sell the bootleg copies for like way more.
The bootleg copies of what?
Bootleg copies of like Monster Matador.
I don't understand.
Okay, so remember that time when you had that printing incident? Now I have to call them bootleg copies now.
Oh, I don't sell those.
No, the printing incident that you had before, like when you reprinted the old books.
The old books? You mean the
Remember
trade?
when you had that shipment come in and you was like,
yeah, but I don't sell those.
Okay, you don't.
No, I dumped the majority of them, and then I give them away. You know what I do? My wife puts them in those libraries,
the kid libraries and shit.
Whatever, yeah, on the street they have those libraries, whatever.
Oh yeah,
all around, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Because
like that's what happened.
Them. Yeah, people grab them. I just I threw away. It must have been like, oh my God, like 500 books or something.
Well, no, we've had, I mean, sometimes printing issues happen, and from what I've talked.
No, yeah, but I couldn't. I can't really sell them. I mean,
Okay,
without
as a
disclosing
disclaimer,
what.
Steven does not sell shitty copies. I just was
Yeah,
saying,
no,
like,
no, no. I know I don't sell them. They're no. And Teresa Rojas, I gave her a few boxes. She gives them away to her students and things like that. So
yeah. Well, what I was saying is that a lot of big publishers, from some of the conversations that I've had, they said it happens way more than you think for them.
oh, it does. And the thing is, when it happens a lot with Marvel, DC, and they don't care. They sell the book.
Well, you
But you know,
kind of can't tell the difference sometimes. Like, unless it's like really glaring, I can't tell. Like,
yeah, I mean, for something that is a Kickstarter where people are funding and they're kind of paying a premium and getting it in advance, I felt like it really wasn't fair to sell or to send out a copy that wasn't like
well, these weren't Kickstarter copies. This was just like a continuation of the old book. It wasn't like it had been out for a while. You already ran the Kickstarter, so everybody, your Kickstarter copies are fine.
I don't know what
None of
you're
it is
talking
Steven.
about. No, they
I
were.
know.
That print run was for the trade for the Kickstarter. So those were the copies that would have gone out. But I have the new books are pristine. Those are great. They reprinted them.
Uh-huh.
But yeah, I don't. We do quality books.
You're just chuckling. You do quality book.
No, I mean, no, I'm serious because a lot of time. I mean, seriously, still get people who they're charging $10, $15 for a book, and they're sending it in like a flimsy envelope without any support, and they come all crumpled up, and it's the
Dang
thinnest
it.
paper, the cheapest paper, and whatever. And it's like kind of like if you're going to run a Kickstarter, my belief is like the product needs to reflect what what the people are supporting you with. So
Yeah, I got mine printed through KDP, so they're kind of near indestructible, but I put them in a bag and board on top of it.
yeah, I mean, no, those KDP books are those are solid. That's some solid printing there.
Sometimes, though, it makes people sound creepy when they touch it because I use matte finish on
Yeah,
mine, and they'll hold it. They say, "Oh, it's really nice and it's
Yeah.
really great," and I want to touch it all day. And then I like touched it, and I'm like, "Oh, you know why? It kind of feels like human skin.
Yeah. The
It's
Matzo.
like it's a flesh book." I'm like, "Oh God, now my brain went there." But yeah, it's like, well, I sell Demon Bitch, so it's like sometimes like it's already bad quality anyways.
Right. Yeah.
And you put your name on it twice. So which one was it? Was it Triggered, that the one that I owe you a copy of?
I think it's Triggered. Yeah.
I tell you, I keep like giving you the fucking book, and you're like, no, you hold on to it. And then later on, you say, you never gave me the book. It's like,
Yeah.
I
Well,
know I at least tried giving this to you at least 4 times.
that's all right. One day it'll happen.
I'll just give it to Paul, with his Yggdrasil tree, and just have it give it to you, hand deliver it to you. Said, remember this? And then he gives you the book.
Have Eddie deliver.
But then you'll have to give him snacks. Like he'll have to get you snacks.
No, I'm signing at Heidi Ho next week. He can deliver it. He can
Oh, okay.
deliver it. Hand delivered.
Did you tell him like you're gonna want like your fucking snacks and shit?
I should actually. Yeah, I should have a list. I want the M&Ms, no green M&Ms.
You don't like green M&Ms?
No, just to make sure that I forget who it was. I think it was Van Halen or something or whatever.
Oh yeah, I
it
think
was.
so. Yeah, they didn't.
And they did that. They did that specifically to make sure that everything else was being done because they knew if they were taking out the green M&Ms that they were actually following the tour writer.
Yeah, because I was like kind of like going like because they don't taste any different M&Ms like any color. Yeah. It was, but yeah, like man, because it's like yeah, you're thinking they're being a picky bitch, but then you're realizing, oh, they just want to make sure you're not slacking on shit.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah, that's actually kind of smart, even though I wouldn't necessarily agree with that immensely. But yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah. So anyway, so it's 1:59. I know you must go back to your children and writing or both because they're all your children.
They're at camp.
But let's see if anything updated here because we would like you to get contributed to.
Refresh.
Oh, you guys have disappointed me. You need to go and fucking do this. You need to go and give him money. You need to give him money or else he's going to look sad forever.
That's true.
Yeah, you have to.
That's true. Look how sad my face is. It's getting
Well, you
sad.
look sad all the time, but
I know.
yeah, let me see. Let me see that sad face. Hold on. Jewish sad face here. Let's search that. And guys, I would just do Korean sad face or whatever too. Let's see. No, it's doing this. Sometimes StreamYard's a bitch. Hold on. Remove that. Okay, let's put this here. God damn it. Put this here. There we go. So you can see the sad. Give him money, guys. Come on. I want to see at least one pledge.
Give him the dough.
Don't piss me off, guys. You know what happens when you piss off the demon bitch. Oh my god. You guys pissed me off anyway. Now to write some more evil cartoons about people.
By the looks of the book of the what's the thing called? By the looks of the Monster Matador, the current one, it looks like some Hollywood, some sort of a movie, some summer blockbuster movie.
It's probably better.
It is. It's better than a summer blockbuster.
It's just so over the top. Would you have Guillermo del Toro like fucking do it?
Yeah.
Like
Right. Well, I don't know if he will, because he already has this kaiju thing, but like Robert Rodriguez, I think would be fun.
El Mariachi kind of thing. Well, then there's like,
because that was a big, he's a big influence on me. El Mariachi was fantastic. I remember watching that when I was in high school when it came out. He's got this quirkiness, you know. That's why I love his style. There's and the sequels, you know, the Desperado and Once Upon
and
Some
then
Time.
it's like Once Upon a Time in Mexico or something.
Yeah, it's great. It's fantastic.
Well, you did that kind of homage thing. It's like Once Upon a Time in Mexico.
Yeah, Once Upon a Time in Mexico is an homage that goes back to Once Upon a Time in the West, Sergio Leone.
Oh,
and there was Once Upon a Time in America. He came in. He did Once Upon a Time in Mexico, and now we have Once Upon Some Monsters in Mexico.
Yes. And you kind of did it similar to the Desperado style. You had like, you know, El Mariachi. You had Salma Hayek's character, and then you had Johnny Depp's character and shit.
Yeah. We have the Luchadors this time, and we're going to be
looks like Paul Giamatti.
Oh, you know, yeah.
When you look at the drawings, I thought.
He's always kind of tweaking it a little, yeah.
When I see the drawings of that cover, I thought, okay, I'm thinking, which actors will play if there's going to be a movie based on that book? Who would have cast it? I thought, let's say Paul Giamatti, and from the left, then there's Antonio Banderas, and then there's Salma Hayek. Done.
Well, the thing is, we need to update
well,
that.
she's only 10. So I don't know. Salma's a little old. He's too old, but Ruben Blades, I would have loved as the guy, you know, Arturo with the mustache. And for the Matador, there's a bunch of different actors, but there's one actor, Gabe Luna.
Oh, Gabe Luna would be good. I was also thinking of Pedro Pascal. Because they fucking cast Pedro Pascal and everything because he looks
everything. But I like Gabe Luna because he's also Mexican and the Matador is Mexican. So
well, Pedro Pascal is he's Chilean, although that's not the same.
Yeah,
but it's kind of funny because like Pedro Pascal, he looks Hispanic, but it's like he's so generic, but he's like distinctive enough, but generic looking enough that you could cast him in pretty much anything.
Yeah.
He's cast as Joel in fucking The Last of Us, and Joel's like, it looks like it's like kind of in the South and shit, and he looks like a white guy, you know. So there you go. So it's like with Pedro, and then he was in The Mandalorian. He's been in all sorts of shit.
He's in everything, and he rocks that mustache, man.
Yeah. Well, he also played Super Mario.
Oh, was he? No, was he Super Mario?
No. What happened is that the funny part, they were making fun of The Last of Us on SNL, and they did they did a pseudo commercial, and like Toad says, "I'm bi," and everybody's like, "Okay," but Pedro Pascal played Mario. It's like we have to take her along. She was a princess, and it showed the girl playing Princess Peach, and he's like, "It's a me, Mario," and actually people were wanting to have him do a movie like that with him in it and playing Mario. I forgot who did play Luigi, but it was another famous guy too.
Yeah.
Like it was just fucking ridiculous because they made it over super dramatic, but it was even funnier too.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I think personally, if they ever made the Super Mario movie, they should live cast Pedro Pascal just because.
Just for fun of it.
Yeah, but Gabriel Luna would be good. I think Gabriel Luna might have to bulk up a bit just because he's kind of slender. And even though Esteban is like, he's muscular, but he has more of a dancer's body. He's lithe, but
Yeah.
he has some muscle on him, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah. But anyway, guys, go and get Monster Matador. It will be beautifully printed. Fabio's art is great.
Yes.
What?
Yes, and Alex's colors are wonderful.
Yes, and Stephen Prince's name is ordinary enough it sticks out.
Yeah. There we go.
And plus, I have to do this. I know,
Plus.
Stephen, you hate me for doing it, but
Mhm.
come on. Don't make him feel this way. Get that look of
This is
sadness
fine.
out of his eyes right now. All right. So, Stephen, let me know if you're getting more backers. If not, I'll hunt
All
them
right.
down and kick their ass.
All right. All right.
Figuratively. All right. You guys having a great day.
Good
Have a
to see
great
you.
time. All right. Good to see you guys. Are you
All right.
at LA Comic Con too?
I was gonna do the cap stable.
Okay. Yeah, we'll
Yeah.
talk about that after I get off the broadcast briefly, okay?
Okay.
So I'll see you guys in a bit. Bye next week.